Hello everyone, I'm Cyprian. I'm the maintainer of Free Heroes 2 Enhanced, an engine recreation of Heroes 2. If you want to see what is Free Heroes 2 about, follow the link in the description. In this series of clips, I will try to review all Heroes of Might and Magic games as a developer and as a casual player. I will give the review score up front to make it easier to you to understand my views about the game. I will rate this game 7 out of 10, meaning that you may play it, especially if you are a fan of the series and you like some of the pluses. I will say it later. As the other games in the series, the point of the game is to create a new uh, with one of your factions, which are this one, this six, is to conquer all the map by taking all the enemy's castles. Sometimes there are a bit variations of the missions, but this is the main part. So I think we can start already to see what you may like about this game. So one of the big plus is that this game is basically Heroes 1 engine. It uses, in fact, many things in an identical or a very little modified form that are just upgraded or even sometimes kept as is. But it has a lot of polish on top of Heroes 1. So one part which I really appreciate is visually is that it has shadows. The hero has shadows, the castles have shadows. This is not the reason why you should consider the graphics are better, but it gives a much more realistic view. So given that part in typical fashion to look much more polished. Before, for example, the options screen, this one, and the save dialogue, there will be a combined big monstrosity. So right now everything looks much more polished. Even the dialogues which I was commenting in the previous release that they are misaligned. Okay, we will see one misaligned before. So in Heroes 1, the levels of the resource would misalign with the text. Uh, So the screens like this could show 5 to be a bit higher, and here being a bigger resource would be a bit lower. So right now everything looks much better aligned and better spaced. So it feels like much more usable from a modern developer. Again, you said I'm making a big deal because in fact it was missing before. The you see waters are it's active and so on. So definitely, if you like the graphics of Heroes 1, the cartoon look, you'll very likely like the graphics of Heroes 2. In and it is in most places it's an upgrade if of course they don't use the same resources. Like so, the presentation I would say it's much better, or uh, at least on a similar scale. The other part, which I was criticizing in the previous review, I was saying there is very little content and depth. So right now, if we will build, okay, what will need many things. Blacksmith, well. So, for example, you could not upgrade units. Maybe I should, okay, I will start a new game just to show the point. So we will go standard game, original map. I forgot. Okay, so I will pick another You think, okay, necromancer are easy to upgrade. So the graveyard, for example, it would be very easy to be upgraded. So right now it's not upgraded, but we will see how units can be upgraded, which was not even possible in the previous heroes. So right now it's very nice uh, to have it. One part which I have it on my game, but I will reduce it. I put the speed to be very high, but the original game will not be so jumpy like you've seen it now. Okay, so I said we can upgrade. So let's upgrade. So you'll see here the unit that is upgraded. Let's buy a few. Okay, and also if you click inside the unit, you'll have an upgrade button. I would like to see the upgrade part, but this we can talk that this part was even improved in Heroes to the open source recreation. But these are really small things which can be commented, but they are not so disorganized or annoying like they were in Heroes 1, at least in my personal view as a casual player. Other part is that even when you go to maps, okay, let's put a new game. Um, we'll put standard game. You can see right now there are many maps, and in fact, if you look, especially if you take into account the expansion, which is also packed in the standard place when you buy the game, you'll have around three more times more maps, which is very nice. And this excluding that in the same folder you'll have a level editor, which you can make or modify the maps, which gives many more maps, which some of them can be downloaded from the community. Other part, which okay, let's go still with Broken Alliance. Um, I will want to get a battle. It doesn't matter even if we win or lose. But I would want to have at least a battle to see the improvements. So there are improvements on the battle. Good. So I hope I will win. I think I'll put on auto combat, but some parts will be very nice to sorry to notice. So right now you can see the grid. You can see units detailed or simpler form. You can put auto combat to use spells or not, and you have the speed of animations. All these parts could not be configured before, and it's very nice that right now you can touch all these parts. So all these parts really improve the quality of life. The AI is also very decent, and not only the AI, but the music is also much more improved, and music, the ambiental sounds and so on. To me, it's really a very nice score. Okay, so let's go a bit further and see also to be realistic and to see minuses. The first minus I will see is that even you'll appreciate the art, the graphics would be um, a bit on too low resolution for most people, and they may dislike it. Yes, we won with the last soldier. And the other part is that as is a Heroes 1 with many improvements, you will see that there are also few annoyances. Okay, we can change the interface, but still the user interface sometimes is not so polished. We have just one soldier now. Okay, we have two. But how would you split this troops? You have to press shift and you have to know that either like this or you can type here 5. But the part is that it definitely is not intuitive. I know this part because I was playing it for a long time, but most user will not even notice that you can split it. There are also some ugly parts. If you play a typical game, AI can be really brutal, and in some maps it's more aggravated because the maps are not well balanced. So you can get people play coming with black dragons or titans, which are very strong units, and they will really burn your troops in a very high degree. Even I used to love, and I really love this music. I think for some users will find it really repetitive. I like it as for me, but after I think few hours, you will get really bored of it, and you may even put something in the background. The other part is that some sounds are really, I wouldn't say badly made, but not that good either. So you may not like uh, some of the sounds. But with this, I think we can have a good impression about what Heroes is about. You'll have a bit um, better graphics. You'll have upgraded units, much more content. You will have also a more alive community on it. Many people even like it a bit more because it kept a fantasy-like environment that was kind of changed a bit with the Hero 3, which we'll see in a future review. But setting it on the face value is that Heroes 2 is definitely a Hero 3 1 uh, improved game, so it's a nicer game. But I will say, even I really love it a lot. It's almost the best Heroes game for me. And no, I don't think Heroes 3 is the best game for me. Uh, but let's take this aside. I see that it's not justified the price of 10 euros, which is right now on GOG. I will say it's still, when you buy it when there is a sale. But you don't have, like for Heroes 1 case, the need to buy it when there is a deep sale. I will say when it's a 5 or 6 euros or 4.99, you should buy it. Thank you. If you like this review or you find any other comments, please put it down. And if you are interested, why not look on Free Heroes 2, which is in the game description. Bye bye.